Hello, beloveds. I hope that everyone is doing so good at this time. I hope that everyone had a good Valentine's and full moon, all the things. Let's get into this message, you guys. I'm Erica. I'm a psychic medium. I'm the Priestess. You guys have seen the title. This is a message for Divine Masculine from Divine, excuse me, Masculine. I'm feeling like heaviness in my heart. Heart purging. This is there's massive heart purging. Massive activations happening in the heart. I'm hearing in the sacred chambers of the heart. Sacred chambers of the heart are opening. These chambers have been closed. It's like doorways, and the doors have been shut, locked. They've been locked. I just saw 111, and now the doors are opening, open. However, it is for the masculine's timeline, but I'm telling you right now, this is huge. This is big. Conquering the devil. That was the download that I got, and it probably is in the title, or it is the title. Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. It's conquering the devil, the inner demons. It's opening the doors that have been held shut, that have been sealed away for lifetimes. This is huge. This is massive amounts of alignment and healing and opening up to the truth of your soul and your cosmic heart, your heart chakra, your energetic heart, your celestial heart. I know that for many out there who are heart purging right now, there's a lot of stiffness and tightness. It almost feels for some like your upper torso is locked. Okay, so comment down below if you're experiencing that. Obviously, this is for entertainment purposes only, so you have to kind of go, what is going on with my hair? Oh, I know why, because my cat was on, he jumped on he gets on my shoulders like a bird, and he like wants me to carry him around like a baby. So he was rubbing my hair. That's what it was. I was like, what is happening with my hair? I look like Albert Einstein or something with like, you know? Anyways, so going back, a lot of physical symptoms of the purging, of the reprogramming, of what's happening is the old programs, the old systems that we've been running off of, our subconscious, our logical brain. We're seeing through the patterning. We're seeing through the repetition and the cycles and I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not aligned because you're this new version, this like resurrected, more healed, like reawakened, reborn version of yourself. So the old, it just doesn't fit. It's round peg, square hole. You know what I mean? It doesn't fit anymore. Yet so many are desperately trying to hold on to the old, meaning the past memories, experiences of the story. You have to surrender these stories that you have. It's like you've created this character of who you are, okay? So I'll use me as an example, as I always do, the character of Erica. Erica, as I have known her to 40 years, the last 40 years, the Erica that has been a child, that has been a toddler, that has been a teenager, that has been in her 20s, that has been in her 30s, and now I'm 40. So it's not easy to do, right? Because it's how you identify yourself. I'm Erica who's been heartbroken. I'm Erica who's been betrayed. I'm Erica who shows up, who gives love, who has always been the friend where it's like, can I tell you a secret and will you keep it safe? I've always been the friend that keeps it safe, no fucking matter what, except the kindness of that has never been reciprocated back. I've always had friends who betray me. They end up being jealous of me, in competition with me. They gossip, they backstab, right? These are wounds. These are painful things that have happened to me. And it also triggered past life wounding, of course, that was reflective of the same kind of trauma and wounds: betrayal, abandonment, traitors, deceivers, betrayers, liars, people who wear masks, people who pretend to be your friend or whatever, but in actuality, they are a foe that they created amongst all on their own, basically, right? Okay, so my point of all this is that this it's painting the picture of Erica and of who she is, who she's been, what she's been through, but it is not me. These are old layers and levels and experiences of the simulation that manifested, right? Due to my karma, due to my lessons, due to my patterns, due to my wounding, right? You attract the same kind of people in until you yourself heal the wounds, and then what happens, right? So all of this is important because right now we are going through an integration. We are going through a separation where it's literally like, it's almost as if I reach my hand into your body and I pull out the new version of you, and that's the version that is meant to be here, that I'm speaking to right now. And everything else that is stuck in the vessel or whatever, it needs to be released, surrendered. No, but I can't. That's a part of me. That's me. You can't just take this new version of me and leave the old. We aren't abandoning the old. We aren't abandoning the version. What we're doing is we're lovingly, with unconditional love and forgiveness, we're surrendering it up and we're going, okay, this is what's happened to me. This is experiences. This is lessons, initiations, but it does not define who I am. It's helped me get to this point. I love the Erica in her 30s. I love the Erica who's been in toxic relationships. I love the Erica who's been through so much. I love the Erica who has shined her light, who's shown up, but she's been wounded, right? Like, I'm honoring and I'm lovingly acknowledging these versions of me instead of hiding them away or disassociating from them. And disassociation is huge. Compartmentalizing is huge. That is a survival technique when you're in flight or fight your whole life. Basically, most of you guys here, you've been in that. Most humans are. That is the 3D matrix. It's to put you into survival mode, survival of the fittest, right? That's why we have economic classes, and that's why, right? It's to constantly have yourself in a state of comparison, fear, low vibration, jealousy, competition, politics, like all the things, right? So when we awaken, we can see through we see that again is another false pattern. It's a structure that is false. It is a structure that we can see through. We can see through the bullshit, right? So right now, it is about that. It is about seeing with very clear eyes of the cycles and the programming and the patterns that you've been running off of for your whole life, right? It's not easy to go, I'm gonna rewire my subconscious. I'm gonna be intentional with my mind, with my brain. I'm going to be more in my heart. I'm going to lovingly surrender and honor and recognize and release these experiences, these losses, this grief, this pain that I'm holding in, that I'm walking around with every single day, all these stories and layers and woundings, and I'm just carrying it around and you know what I mean? And it's not who we are. Okay, so for feminine and masculine. Now, masculine is feminines have been rising up through this already. We know this, right? But the masculine energy coming through here is basically like validating, confirming what's going on. And it's this resurrection, it's this epiphany, it's this, I've changed, but like what's happening, I feel like so much shifting within myself. Look at that. Look at what just flies out, you guys. A pile of cards, and the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. The Empress is she's an embodiment of self-love. This is Venus energy. We've got Gemini here, Archangel Raphael. Heart chakra energy is booming with these two cards. Choices from the heart, decisions from the heart. These are huge life choices connecting to romantic partnerships, relationships. This is also about your own inner masculine and feminine balancing and healing and calling in a love worthy of the Empress, meaning a vibrational match. Okay? Masculine knows this. They feel it. It's inherent. It's in their soul blueprint and programming on that divine level. I've been in the shadows. I've been asleep. I've been ignoring. I've been avoiding. I've been resisting for far too long. And the harder I resist and the more that I try to control, the more tower moments I experience, the more chaos I experience, the more things get blocked and don't happen and don't flow. And oh my gosh, right? Let's see what's with her. Judgment. Yeah. Resurrection. I spoke of that, of this new version of self. But this right here is confirming what I'm saying. With the 10 swords and the 9 of wands, we have the wounded warrior and then the ultimate betrayal, 10 swords in your back. People have placed them there. You yourself have allowed things at times to happen, like meaning you might be in a toxic relationship and the person just keeps wounding you and wounding you and wounding you, right? But your own inner wounds, you needed to connect to, and you needed to choose yourself again and then rise back up again. And you had to, right, go through these things. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This right here is the healing occurring. This right here is the programming that is being broken down. And it's not easy. You have to work at it. You have to show up for it. You have to be consistent with it, dedicated to it, right? Your guides and spirit and, right, like God's source, like it's all everything is trying to help, but you have your free will and you have to choose that. I'm done. That's the message of the masculine, calling judgment. This is what they're going through right now. While they reconnect and heal their own inner feminine. Their emotions is opening, their intuition, there's more abundant energy, there's vision of abundant future and timelines. And also, of course, the vision of divine feminine. I've got to go through this to get to this. I've got to surrender this to get to this. I gotta love all of this, meaning my wounds, my trauma, my heartbreaks, my grief, my losses, my endings. Like I have to send love. I have to stop wearing it as a dead weight and chains to get to this. And that's for the divine feminine as well, because there is a mirroring happening for many of you guys, meaning masculine is working through this, but a lot of feminines need to work through this too. Because you guys are reflections of each other and you could feel it energetically too, right? The Lovers, followed by the Star card, followed by, yeah, it's for the Chariot. Okay, so there is some really big release work. See, rebirth. There's really big release work here for both of you guys that you guys have been working on and moving through. And I would bet my money that I'm not the only messenger and, you know, guide or whatever that the universe is putting in front of you or pulling into your awareness. You're manifesting in these messages for confirmation, basically. You're already moving through it, or this is what you're feeling right now and moving through. And I'm just here as a mirror, as a reflection, because you called this in. You're manifesting confirmation of your journey. You're asking with your third eye, with your heart, with your words, with your thoughts, like, am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? You have to have the breakdown to have the breakthrough. Spiritual bypassing doesn't work anymore. You can't spiritual bypass. You can't just wake up and be like, oh, I watch tarot, you know, and, you know, now I'm the Empress because I'm a woman, or I'm a divine femme. Like, you are, like, how are you standing in your holy truth and resonance? Holy union, holy divine union. That means holy. That means purified. That means you've been through the fire. You've been purged in the flame many times, not just once. What are you still holding on to? A lot of it has to do with money, the material realm, family patterning, family thinking, family pressures, family. It's this is how we do things in this family. This is how this family does things, right? And you watched your parents say that to you, and your grandparents say that, and right, oh, that's just that's just how we do it in this family. Fuck that noise. If it's dysfunctional, if it's carpet sweeping, if it's avoiding, if it's right, all the things that lots of families on earth, this is the generational patterning. Fuck that noise. Excuse my French, but we are no longer here to walk around and hold these heavy ass weights because of this, because we were born into this, because we were conditioned into this, right? We have the ancestors, grandparents, mom, dad, like this stuff runs deep. It's deep. That's why it's so hard to break through and to stand your ground and go, I'm sorry, parents. I'm sorry, family. I'm sorry, society. I don't care what you push on me and project on me anymore. I'm not freaking doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm done. I'm done. And that is where the true growth and expansion and love and all these things lie. This right here is conquering the devil. This right here is conquering the demons. Masculine is moving through this in a very big way. I will say that for who this is truly for, okay? Not just your ego going, oh yeah, you know? Careful of that, because you can, when you're surrendered and you're not out, you're not projecting or manifesting like what I mean is like we're very strong, powerful manifestors, so we can very easily, and the universe and the 3D is a reflection to us, right? So if we are obsessing over someone, you will get, quote, signs about that person, but it's not a sign from that person. It's a sign that you manifested because of your obsession. Does that make sense? So even with the manifestation of the, right, you have to discern, right? And be real with yourself and check the ego at the door. Like, is this a sign that's actually a sign? You'll know, because I'm speaking to the ones who are the Empress energy, where you've surrendered up divine union. You're not waking up every day going, where are they? And when will they reach out? And when will we be together? And is it happening? And what are they thinking about me? And And like, I have to pull cards every day to get validation about my person because I don't trust my own intuition and heart and, you know, right? That's the kind of energy that is you're very outside of yourself still, right? Like, you're not trusting in it's not Empress energy. It's more like a page knight energy. Do you know what I mean? It's not even a queen energy. It's like, it's desperation. It's where are they? I need them. Where are they? Where are they? How are they feel? Because the only thing that makes you feel good or whole or okay, I'm okay, like everything's okay, is if you're constantly obsessing over confirmation for it. When you're in the true Empress energy and that vibration, you're focused on things that are healing to you. You're empowered by things that bring healing for you and is self-love, and like you're giving off this very confident, very at peace with the current energy. You're very present. You're not all up in the future trying to manifest romance in your life because you don't give a shit about it. Not that you don't care to receive it, because the Empress is the embodiment of love like that. Like if you're vibrating in this will come without question, fast. But if we're still carrying this around, even connecting to divine masculine and partnership, then you're going to be stuck in limbo. Union is not going to happen for you. You'll be stuck in limbo, especially if you're just obsessing over one person. Oh, they're my twin flame. I don't care. I don't fucking care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I'm sorry if that is triggering to some of you guys. In fact, I'm not sorry, because that's why I'm here and that's what I'm meant to do, is to reflect truth. If you want to go to readers that fluff your ego and stroke your ego and that want to keep you stuck so their views keep going, they want to keep you stuck in patterns. They want to do readings. They're coming to me, right? They want to do readings and they don't offer guidance. They don't help you heal. They don't speak truth. They just literally like give the audience what the audience wants to hear. I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to keep people stuck. I'm here to help this light around you grow and expand so freaking much that the light just dissolves these cords and attachments in that tree. This is a moment where things have been stuck for both of you. Okay, I want to be very clear. Divine Feminine, you were much more, what's the word? Advanced in your own healing journey. You've been watching tarot. You've been learning spiritual things. You've been activating and opening and doing shadow work, and like you've been doing all the things, and masculine is aligning into their soul truth. And it's faster and faster and faster, and for some of you guys, this is someone you don't even know. And that's another thing, is like watching the reading and maybe receiving confirmation for your own intuition, maybe about a soulmate or your twin soul or whoever. But for some of you guys, this is someone that's aligning in. This is what they've been moving through, just like you. It's like you guys have like mirrored experiences and timelines, you know what I mean? In a lot of ways. So when you come together, it's no longer trauma bonding, but it's lifting each other up. It's support, it's respect, it's balance, it's true divine love, right? Okay, but this is what has been keeping people stuck. This is the holdup here in a huge way. It's the old programming, it's the generational karmic bondage and devil energy, and that's what I meant when I got the message, like, okay, let's go record a message. You know, this was the message. It came through clear as day, conquering the devil. That's literally what I received and heard and got. And I said, oh my God, hell yeah, let's go. But it's all the ways that you are stuck. You're seeing in a whole new way in light, but your actions in your daily life don't align to that. And look what's after this. So again, this is like a wake-up call happening from the universe. This is a judgment call. This is the universe, your angels, guides going, hello, hello. You know all those things that made you feel dead, and right, every time you died, metaphorically, you had to bring yourself back to life. You had to pick yourself back up each time you went through this, or another sword was placed in your back. This is not a time to be scared anymore and to hide behind your walls anymore. This is a time to rise up onto the throne. A lot of divine feminines have wounds of codependency where it's like it's like a lot of, especially like in women divine feminine, where I've witnessed it a lot, where it's like you know, it's fronting, like how the masculine fronts. I've witnessed so much of that, where it's like, I'm an independent woman, I'm healed, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, I'm Empress energy. But deep, deep, deep down in the layers, which is what I can see through and tune into, there's lack. That's why people like masculines, that, you know, it's like, okay, like for me, the example I'm seeing right now is like boys, guys, you know, young guys, like 20s, 30s, you know, they want to drive the big, big trucks with the big, big tires and the fastest car because I'm gonna be the best and the coolest on the road. I'm gonna rev my engine at every girl I see, at every red light I'm at. Vroom, vroom, because that will show the girl how I think they're so cute and hot. And I'm joking with that, but that is legit. I know a lot of you guys are probably laughing your asses off right now because that is so funny and true, right? It's funny because it's true. But women do it too. Women do it too. I'm gonna post 4 million selfies of me giving peace signs and duck lips because it's very on the surface, ego driven, and it will attract in the same kind of people. I want the world and social media to know how wonderful my life is because I post 1 million pictures that portray that. I want to post 1 million photos and experiences because I need to prove to everyone that I'm happy, that I'm good, right? That I'm living my best life. Mwah. Right? Wrong. And the universe, we can lie to ourselves all we want. But the universe, the world, knows all and sees all. And this card, a card of completion, mind you, we have the card that goes right next to it. What's happening for masculine and feminine is you both are completing these cycles. That's why for a lot of feminines, there's a lot of frustration collectively because a lot of divine feminine energy has been like, I've been healing, I've been doing the work. When is it going to happen? And again, you can't be over Ruka Salt. I want it now, daddy. I want it now, universe. And the universe responds with, well, heal, wake up, resurrect yourself, your true self. Let all this stuff melt away with love. Heal it. You got to feel it to heal it. Right? Have you ever looked back at your life? And I know this is for me, where with certain things, my memory is like on point. And mostly these things that are on point that I can recall, like second to second to second, I can see them as a memory, like the experience replays. Usually these things are moments of extreme trauma or extreme happiness. There's no like middle ground. So like the memories of life that we've lived, right? That's like truly like the everyday, we don't remember it, right? Like it all kind of, right? Like I don't remember last week, Erica. I don't remember what I wore yesterday, Erica, right? I get it. A lot of the reason why we can't remember certain things is because we shove them, it goes into the subconscious. We just keep carpet sweeping day by day, carpet sweeping day by day. This happened. Oh, that sucked. Just carpet sweep. This happened. This person said this to me. It really rattled me. It really like hurt me. But you know what? It's done. It's over. Carpet sweep. Keep going. You know, like that kind of stuff. And it becomes a blur because there's so much of it. So it's actually, I don't want to say easier to go back and pinpoint. That's like kind of where we start, is like when you go back or the things keep coming back up where it's very clear as day. So that's like an easy point of access to start doing healing and trauma and shadow work because it's a memory that haunts you. But there's also so much healing and shadow work from your life day to day. It's a constant. It's a constant, right? Erica, there's a lot of you know, I can't catch a break and there's so much negativity around me and da 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 da. Okay, well, how much shadow energy, how much negativity are you still holding within? Maybe not consciously, but subconsciously, where, you know, your subconscious is still running on a program where it's negative, where there's lack, you know, it's the old stories, it's the, right? Like your subconscious doesn't know anyone else but you. So whatever's happening, it's from you, from our own self, right? So anyways, I could keep going on and on and on about this, but this is such a powerful message of completion, of breaking the cycle of this stuff here. A lot of it has to do with family, the way you were raised, your first 5 years of life, what happened when you were in the womb, in utero. I mean, like a lot of dark, deep stuff you don't even realize, because you're like, I was just like a toddler, or I was just 4 or 5 years old, or I was just a baby in the womb. So how could I possibly, we absorb, children are like sponges, high level empaths. I can't remember anything that young. My earliest memory, Erica, was like, I don't know, maybe 7, 6 years old. I don't remember when I was 2, but some of you guys do. I've worked with people that can literally remember being in the womb, or they have like a dream or a memory of it. It's like wild. So right now what's happening is all this is being cleared out. It's like, it's a purge. It's a, right? I spoke of the chambers of the heart opening. The throat chakra is another huge one. The throat chakra is like, if you're not living in truth of the heart, you're not, it's right. However, you've been stuck in limbo and stagnant, where there's been delays, where there's been, right, like holdups, where it's just felt like, right, it's just, right. It's because a lot of this is clearing, it's completion. And it's for the same thing for the masculine. In fact, let's just pull on that real fast. And what happens when you do this work, this is what Spirit is telling you. This is why this is what's going on right now. And every day it's growing and expanding, and there's more and more and more. But this is true completion. When you see through the cycle and you call judgment on it and you resurrect, and you no longer allow yourself to be stuck in limbo or loops that don't serve you. So right now the universe has been coming down hard on all of us about this stuff. Because again, going back to what I said, it's what you've been through. It's not who you are anymore. You can let it go. And only you can do that. Your angels can't do it for you. They can help you. Your ancestors, they can't do it for you, but they can help you. They can support you. Because this stuff is very difficult. These are massive initiations of faith, of truth, of love, of self-love, of acceptance, of renewal and resurrection. They all, right? It's all connected. It brings forth celebration, reasons to, it's just happiness and joy and celebration and, more fun in your life, and like all these things. It brings forth union. And that's why I'm recording this message now. A day or two after Valentine's. Because Valentine's it's become, right, it's a Hallmark holiday. Like if you go into the truth of it all and read the history of it, right, there's a different perspective, right? But most people don't go that far. Most people just take things at face value. If they see it said on CNN or Fox News, bullshit like that, news outlets that are just false. You want to talk about the devil. Those news outlets are ruled by the devil, okay? By the Luciferian energies. No freaking joke. Like I'm talking like the major news outlets that everyone wants to put stuff. It's like, it's so wild. It's crazy, right? Okay. Now I remember where I was saying that. The news, the false, the devil, the Luciferian. it's just another, I don't know where I was going with that. I lost my like psychic channeling in that minute, in that second. But why I'm saying that is all of that, the news, like if you're watching the news, if you're like seeing things happening here that are playing out, and I get it because, right, like as humans, as empaths, it's like, this is not cool. This is not right, right? Like, right? But this is the stuff that is being healed. This is the stuff, right? And just like we go through our own, you know, just like we have to go through this individually, so does Earth and humanity. You know, but if you're out here, oh, that's what I was talking about. Because I'm seeing so many who are like, you know, I don't know, they've been awokened a little bit, but there's a lot of stuff that they're not working through. They're spiritual bypassing, and what they're doing is they're like, oh, I'm a light worker. I wear 444 necklaces and little gold charms on my jewelry, and I wear high priestess, you know, this or that or the other, and I'm, you know, talk is cheap though. Talk is cheap. You got to walk the walk, not just talk the talk. And that's what I see as a lot of people not walking the walk. They just talk a talk. And unfortunately, like I said, that's what I was talking about. Thank you, Spirit. Bring me back. Taking things at face value. People watch the news and they go, oh my God, did you see this? This is happening. And oh my God, because it was on the news. Like, that is crazy. That is insanity. Right? We aren't taking things at face value anymore. We're tapping in. We're seeing. We're not taking love at face value. We're not taking friendships at face value. We're not taking opportunities or job offers at face value. Meaning at the 3D level. We're going to go deeper. We're going to look into it. I got to go connect. I got to meditate on this job offer. I got to connect with my guides, my ancestors, you know, I got to maybe pull cards on this, or, you know, do some kind of like prayer at my altar about this. You know, I'm not just going to go, oh yeah, sure. Thanks, guy. That sounds good. Because I've done that before. I bought into that before, and I ended up here, and I ended up here over and over and over again. Right? Okay. So anyway, so going back, no longer taking things at face value. Neither is the divine masculine. It's all coming from a higher spiritual level, you see. For a reading about the devil, I don't see the devil. I see devilish energies and things and, you know, situations that have occurred or wounds that are all connected to it, but I don't see the devil. I see angel. I see an angel. I see Archangel Gabriel. I see Archangel Raphael. I see the Hierophant. Major Arcanas. Clearing all that. Okay? But we have to be the one to walk away and let it go for good. What are you still doing that you just know isn't serving you? And it could literally be overthinking about union, overthinking about romance, and you know, it's not serving you if you're constantly in a state of lack energy in regards to it. You want to call in divine union, you got to act as if, right? First of all, you have to be in the vibration and frequency of it through your own healing. Right? I am in divine union with my holy counterpart in the 5D, which is why I don't stress off of it. I'm so connected to that truth that the 3D false illusion and simulation, it doesn't, at moments, I get triggered for sure. Like moments of like, I sure wish I had someone with me right now. Or moments where I'm like, it would feel so good to be like connected with my beloved and like holding each other right now. Like those kinds of things, you know. But I'm definitely not sitting around waiting on anyone, hoping day by day that they reach out, you know, watching readings incessantly because I need constant validation. No, because I do this for a living. I trust my own gifts more than anything, you know. But it has taken a lot of work to get to this level and point. And that's what I mean. So right now, let this be man, woman, whatever, masculine, feminine, like whoever's tuning in, a moment of reflection, a moment of, you know, how am I still keeping myself stuck? How am I still, you know, what do I need to shift? What do I need to change? Do I wake up every single day in the same pattern and routine that I've had for the last 20 years, 5 years, 3 years? Or has that shifted? Am I integrating more of a new energy, new reality in? Or am I just doing the same shit over and over and over again every single day? I get up, make my coffee, I go to work, get breakfast on the way to work or a breakfast burrito on the way to work. I take the same way to work every day. I take the same way home from work every day. I come home and from work and I do the same thing. I change, I go to the gym, I come home, I eat, and then I binge a little Netflix and I'm to sleep. And then I do it all again the next day, then the next day, then the next. That's a pattern. That is a pattern that has a hold on you, and it's no wonder your reality isn't shifted. You see? Take baby steps. You don't got to go recreate, you know, you don't got to, what's the, like Rome wasn't built in one day or whatever, like that saying, like baby steps, mi amores, but even the smallest little steps, which a lot of you guys have been taking. I'm feeling called to better my health, my diet. I'm feeling more like whole foods. I'm feeling more vegan, or I'm feeling more just, I want to be healthy. I want to work my body. I feel energy that I need to move and release. I want to run. I want to jog. I want to jump. I want to, you know, do Pilates. I want to do yoga. I want to do breath work. I want to do all these things because it's your internal guidance system going, this is the medicina that we need, mi amor. You want to heal? You got to do this. You want cleansing? You got to do this. You want purification? You got to do this. You want to get healthier? You want a stronger, Erica, I hear this every day. How do I tap into my gifts like you? Like, how do I create a stronger connection? Well, it starts with your spiritual self and your physical self too. Like, is your body unhealthy? Do you eat McDonald's or fast food, Wingstop? You know, are you watching like the mukbangs or whatever, you know, and it's creating like, you know, like cravings, you know? I mean, to each their own. I get it. But to me, it's gluttony. It's gluttonous. Like, what the fuck? How is that serving the world? How is that helping anyone by just stuffing your face and eating? All it's doing is making people crave food and want to go out and eat shitty. You know? Wingstop mukbang, crumble cookie mukbang, Chili's mozzarella sticks mukbang. Like, how, like, do you know what I mean? Okay, now I'm going on a mukbang, rant, but it's, again, like, to each their own, and I've watched them, and sometimes I'm like, damn, that is so good, and I get the inspiration, like ones that cook, and they make food, and they share recipes, and, you know, they, like, I get that, but literally just, like, buying Wingstop and, like, eating and, like, just shoving that in your face, and then, like, for the women and men out there who are doing it for sexual attention, like, oh my God, man, they don't even realize that they are deliberately opening the door to sexual parasites, sexual demons, perverts, pedophiles, predators. Like, they are willingly, I see these, like, especially like the younger, like the girls out there who are like 20 years old, 21 years old doing this kind of, it's just like, it's saddening to me. It breaks my heart for them. Like, what is, like, what world, like, but this is what I mean by, like, the system, the AI, the social media, the TikToks, right? Like, it is such a dis-ease in, right? But it's all about perspective and how you share it, right? Okay. I don't remember why I got off on that, but I don't know. Apparently that needed to come through as well. And it just, again, it's just another thing of, oh, because I was talking about, like, a healthy body and healthy vessel. So my point with all that was that is if you're watching pornography, again, that is a straight, like, the second you go into a porn site or you turn on porn, it is opening a door to very dark demonic things. Very dark demonic things. I don't want to, like, this feels like a separate message, but anyways, I'm just like, I'm getting a lot, like being very promiscuous sexually, putting yourself out there for stuff like that, like content where like, it's just look at me, look at me, look at me, so I can feel kind of good about myself. Tell me how pretty I am. Tell me how big my muscles are, man or woman, you know what I mean? Tell me how good I look with my shirt off. Tell me, do you know what I mean? But it's gross in that regard. So anyways, I feel like a lot of that wounding that I'm talking about right now, that's some of the stuff that those of you guys tuning in, myself included, in my early 20s, it was all about, I was never truly out there being like, because it never just, I would witness other, like my friends and other girls my age or whatever, like young women, like doing the same thing, you know, like where they were just literally out to like, it's like they were putting themselves out as bait to catch a guy. And that to me was always very gross. I've always been very like, I want to look good for me. Like I want to look cute for me because I know I'm fucking cute. I know I'm a beautiful woman and I do things that feel good for me, right? But there was definitely wounded parts of Erica that were outside of herself, seeking validation from a guy. You know what I mean? That's all been, that stuff is all healed long time ago, you know, like in that regard. Again, stay with me, because why am I saying this right now? Oh, that's why. Because this is right here. These are the things, and that's what I mean by layers and layers and layers of trauma and wounding and needing validation and abandonment and lack and, you know, lack of self-love and self-worth. And can you make me feel worthy of myself? Can you, you know, shower me with attention and compliments so I can feel worthy, so I can feel good? Oh, I am pretty. Thank you. That's the stuff that no longer works here. And that's also the stuff that is being reprogrammed and cycled out right now, right? Like it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like if you truly connect and you like go, like there's so many layers, right? But this is a moment of beautiful truth for both counterparts. And that feels very much like a message, like where you come in, or union is aligning into the physical, and for the first time in both your lives, you connect and talk and share, but it comes from authenticity and truth. Meaning, you don't beat around the bush and carpets, you know, and like skate over certain things. And like, you know, like if your divine counterpart asks you something, you're going to answer them absolutely most authentically and truthful and honest. You're not going to go, should I tell them the truth of that? You know, like random, but like one thing, you know, this is like so fucking dumb. This is how you know, like, it's a karmic relationship. Like, it's like when you start like seeing someone and they ask you stupid questions, like, how many people have you slept with? Like, you know what I mean? Or, you know, I don't know, just like dumb, like, you know, and then you share and you're honest with people about your life or your experiences or your journey. And then what do, you guys? Then they use it as a weapon against you. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, right? But there has been times where they did, right? In a divine union, you could, you know, something like that could come up. It wouldn't come up. Like that's what I mean. Like a divine union is not, it's not karmic. And, you know, so you're not like trying to dig up the devil. You know that your partner has dealt with the devil on their own, and so have you. And now you come together to battle together, or to rise together, to love together, all the things, right? But anyways, like so we aren't doing that anymore, but that's the kind of stuff that is being healed. It's the stuff that where you were vulnerable, or you were like, I trust this person, I love this person. And then what did they do? They used your trust and your truth and your stories your experiences, they use them as weapons against you. They use them to make you feel small, to make you feel beaten and battered and bruised and shamed. And that's the stuff that you are, both of you are moving through right now. Both of you are moving through right now. It's like this Knight of Wands, you know, it's just a knight, but he's fire. It's like, I'm blazing ahead, and if you get in my way, you're gonna get burned. Meaning, I'm not gonna burn you, but don't try to stop me or get in my way, because you will feel the fiery flame, right? Okay, so I love you guys. Like, I know this went on and on and on, but 50 minutes in, I mean, seriously, I could probably keep going for another 20 minutes with just everything that's coming up. So, conquering the devil. This is what it looks like when you're conquering your inner demons and karmic bondage and generational patternings that has held you and your lineage, your bloodline. You're doing all this for you, your lineage, your ancestors, your children, your grandchildren. You're not just freeing yourself from this cross. This always reminds me of like the resurrection of Jesus or Yeshua. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's also in the moment of feeling stuck and stagnant where you start to see things differently. Like, right? You awaken to, like, right? When the moment is right, you see very clearly. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Lone Star, amazed, that's coming through. And I'm hearing another country song, but oh my God, why is my mind going blank? 'Cause I'll wait for you at heaven's gates. Na, 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 na. Tonight. Oh my God, like, this is such an old country song. And you're by my side. It's, and I'll wait for you. Basically, like, why am I, you guys will know what I'm talking about. I'll wait for you. Like, I'll be coming. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that. Like, even when I die and I go to the pearly gates, I will wait for you. Like, I will tell them I can't go in without you. I can't go in without her, per se, right? All these just slipped over. Let's just, right here. There we go. And we're done. If you guys want to connect with me, you want to work with me one-on-one, I offer several different types of readings and spiritual services. General psychic mediumship readings, a 20-minute vent sesh. I also offer past life Akashic record readings where I tune in and channel your Akashic records. And I do a goddess channeling with Isis and Mary Magdalene, or any spiritual guides or ascended masters, etc., that want to come through for you. I do intuitive energy quantum healing sessions. Very beautiful work. It's very different person to person, but basically tuning into your different bodies, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And then scanning and going from there and seeing what needs to be cleared or removed or patched or blocked or whatever it is, right? Okay. So it's all in the description box. I see you in the face of strangers. You are always with me. I keep track of you from afar by looking you up online. What did I say earlier, you guys? I spoke of the facade, or like fronting, like how masculine does it, but how also feminine does it, right? Like, we're all guilty. We've all done it. Like, we are, none of us, no, not one person here can be like, oh no, Erica, I've never posted something on my social media out of my ego. I've never done that. Like, bullshit. I call bullshit. I call bullshit. And if you are thinking that about yourself, you need to go do some work, right? I kept up a facade to the world, but you always saw past that and into my soul. I want to contact our mutual friends to ask about you. So if you guys do know like mutual friends, people, or you kind of like connect with some of the same circles, this person is definitely like talking about you, asking about you. Like, do you know if they're single, or how are they doing? Like, oh, you ran into such and such. Like, oh, like, how were they? You know, like, there any way that they can watch, like this says, online, social media, from afar. This is how I keep track. I couldn't go against my family to be with you. What did I say? What did I say? What they mean by that, it could be literal, it could be cultural, it could be religion, it could be, right, race, right? Like, oh no, this is the way our culture does things, or this is, our religion doesn't allow this, and my parents would never, you know, it's all the things like that, but also like my family patterning. I couldn't go against my family conditioning and programming and patterning to be with you, because my family toxicity and patterning and programming is marriage is hard, marriage takes work, love is hard, working hard to get what you want. Everything is hard and difficult, and the more toxic it is, the more real it is. Like, bullshit. That is such a lie. And that is what you have woken up to, and that is what they have woken up to. And that is what the truth is here. Before, I couldn't go through it. Like, I couldn't see it, but like I said, the chambers, the doorways, like, now I can. Now I can. In fact, it's all I see. In fact, I feel the masculine going, like, how am I, like, just seeing all this right now? Like, how did I not see this before? Okay, like, right? We got to be graceful with ourselves, you guys. Like, this is such a journey. How did I not see that they were a liar? How did I not see that they were a narcissist? How did I not see that they were a cheater? How did I not see that they were a player? How did I not see that they were a gossiper? How did I not see that they were, right, a predator? Like, don't do that to yourself. Just honor the fact that you see it now and you can do something about it now, right? Okay. I love you so much. Have a beautiful day, mi amors. I think that's it. I think that's it. Okay. So, oh, and then PSA, because we are doing speaking of divine unions, we're doing a divine union Year of the Wood Snake 2025, a divine union quantum healing workshop. So this will be like the 14th quantum healing workshop that we've done, or that, you know, I've channeled and facilitated with spirit and all the things, right? But anyways, per usual, over Zoom, it is recorded. So if you can't make it the day of, but this one is centered around divine union. And at first I was planning to do it this coming weekend on the 22nd for 222. Nope. We are doing it for the 3-3 portal. 3-3 is a master ascended, master, very powerful master number. 333, right? Yeshua was 33 when he was resurrected at the cross. I believe last year or the year before, we did a workshop with Yeshua, and it was for the 3-3 portal. It was the very first one I ever did. In fact, it was the very first one I ever did. It was for the 3-3 portal, and it was with Yeshua, I believe. So anyways, it's just like full circle moment, and it's the fact that it's him and his beloved counterpart, Mary Magdalene. And the two of them are going to be doing this together, bringing forth healing, bringing forth activations, activating whatever you're ready, whatever needs to be, I don't know, whatever blockages are still there, or healing that needs to occur. There's a lot of stuff, but this is the focus. The intention is around Hieros Gamos union with self and calling in your beloved and opening to your beloved. Okay. So that will be for 3-3. We're going to do it on Sunday, the 2nd, March 2nd. Okay, it'll be at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tickets are $44 USD. So if you're ready and you want to email or whatever, it's all in the description box. I'd like to sign up for the 3-3 portal, Divine Union Workshop, whatever you want to say, but I've got you, okay? So anyways, I'll be talking about that more and starting to really share it because it's like official now, okay? So I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Mwah.